Okay, we're up to chukat balak, and this is when it's a double portion, and we're up to chapter 22, verse 39. Now we're about to get into some really interesting, wow, these verses. Balak went with Bilam went with Balak, and they arrived at Kiryat Hutsoth, a city of streets. Okay. Balak slaughtered cattle and sheep and sent some to Bilam and to the dignitaries with them. So here we see that this is very important, this whole slaughtering of cattle and sheep. In the morning, Balak took Balaam and led him up to the Bamoth Baal. This is like some idol, it was like where there's an idol. So Hashem's gonna about to speak to Balaam, even though there's an idol there, even though there's like a location of an idol. Torah is so interesting sometimes, most of the time. And from there, all the time. And from there, he saw part of the people, meaning Am Yisrael. Now, by the way, Am Yisrael had no idea this was happening. We had no idea this was happening. Balaam said to Balak, build me 7 altars here and prepare for me 7 bulls and 7 rams. Balak did as Balaam had requested, and Balak and Balaam offered up a bull and a ram on each altar. Balaam said to Balak, stand beside your burnt offering, and I will go. Perhaps the Lord will happen to appear to me, and he'll show me something that I can tell you. And he went alone. Maybe it's going to happen. I can't promise you, God chanced upon Balaam. So this is really, really important that this is happening like this. That God appears like him, like happenstance. It's not like before God would appear to Balaam, to tell him, hey, I'm not gonna let you speak whatever you want to say. Here it's it seems the way it's said in English and also in the Hebrew, it's accidental. Like Balaam was just like trying to find, Hashem, trying to get the word of Hashem, so to trying to get this prophecy. It just kind of happened. It was like an accident, if we can say such a thing about Hashem. Again, this is going into what is coincidence, what is free will. There's just haval that I can't go into this. Okay, God chanced upon Balaam and said to him, I have set upon 7 altars, and I've offered up a bull and a ram at each altar. The Lord placed something into Balaam's mouth, and he said, return to Balak and say as follows. When he returned, Balak was standing next to his burnt offering, and he and all the Moabite dignitaries, he took up his parable, and this is what he said in front of everybody. He took up his parable and said, Balak, the king of Moab has brought me from Aram, from the mountains of the east, saying, come, curse Jacob for me. Come invoke wrath against Israel. How can I curse whom God has not cursed? How can I invoke wrath if the Lord has not been angered? For from their beginning I see them as a mountain peaks, and I will behold them as hills. It is a nation that dwell alone and will not be reckoned among the nations. Who counted the dust of Jacob, or the number of the fourth of the seed of Israel? May my soul die the death of the upright, and let my end be like his. Balak said to Balaam, what have you done to me? I've took you to curse my enemies, but you've blessed them. He answered, saying, what the Lord puts into my mouth, that I must take care to say. Balak said to him, come with me to another place. From there you'll see them. However, you only see a part of them, not all of them, and curse them from there. Curse for me from there. So I'm going to take you to another location. You're only going to see a little bit of them. He took him to the field of lookouts, to the peak of the mountain, and he built 7 altars and offered up a bull and a ram on each altar. He said to Balak, stand next to your burnt offering, and I will be chanced from here. The Lord chanced upon Balaam and placed something in his mouth and said, return to Balak, so you shall speak. When he came to him, he was standing next to his burnt offering, and when the Moabite dignitaries were with him, Balak said to him, what did the Lord speak? Again, this is not happening one-on-one. The dignitaries were there. This is super important that this is happening because, by the way, again, the Israelites have no idea this is even happening. Moses doesn't know that this is happening. As this is happening in real time, the people in Israel are just hanging out. They don't know that they're trying to, that they're getting the blessings at them, but really there was this attempt to curse them. He took up the parable and said, arise, Balak, and hear Listen closely to me, son of Zippor. God is not a man that he should lie, nor is he a mortal that he should relent. Would he say and not do, speak and not fulfill? I have received the instructions to bless, and he has blessed, and I cannot retract it. He does not look at evil in Jacob, and he does not look at evil in Jacob, and has seen no perversity in Israel. The Lord his God is with him, and he has the king's friendship. God brought them out of Egypt with the strength of his loftiness. For there's no deviation in Jacob, there's no soothsaying in Israel. In time it will be said to Jacob and Israel, what God has wrought. Behold, a people that rises like a lioness and raises itself like a lion. It does not lie down until it eats its prey and drinks the blood of the slain. Balak said to Balaam, you shall neither curse them nor shall you bless them. Balaam answered and said to Balak, have I not spoken to you, saying everything the Lord speaks that I shall do? I tried to tell you, man. I tried to warn you. I can't do anything other. I can't only say what God puts in his mouth. Now, it says in the Torah that, in the English translation, these are parables. But Moses is the one writing it down. And we know that whatever Moses writes down, he got face to face from Hashem, and that they're not riddles. Whatever Hashem speaks directly to Moses, as if I'm talking directly to you, without parables, without riddles. But these are riddles and parables. But they're written in the Torah. So you can see there's this muddy waters here. Like, how are we really to understand these verses? This is why you need to have somebody to really, help you along, because these are very hard concepts. Okay.